I've just arrived at Barewood, which is one of my favourite English country gardens on this side of the planet. The colour combinations of the perennials, the way the spaces open and close around you, it just succeeds on so many levels, and it's great to be back. The colours of this agapanthus are carried up into the clematis, which I assume is Pearl d'Azur. I'll have to confirm that. But then swinging around here, white agapanthus suddenly echoing the hydrangea arborescens Annabelle in the background. Look at the size of those flower heads. That is outrageous. And even better, you can't see how they're staked. From here you'd think they weren't, but they must be. You can't keep them standing upright like that without a good staking. Yeah. Look at these things. Like, is that as big as my head or not quite? They are outrageous. So you step up through all that detail into these big, wide, open lawns like this, only to be funneled again down through this aperture into a long, long avenue of double hawthorn. At the end of which you're just getting a glimpse of this summer house. You can't quite see what's about to be revealed. It's really important with long, straight vistas like this that you have a focal point at the end. And in this case, there's what appears to be a really beautifully built white summer house laden with roses. But as you get closer, you realise that there's actually two. The Hawthorn Avenue is actually quite wide. It's grown in so much you feel really beautifully enclosed. But then you cross through a bit of open meadow and get really squeezed into a space where everything just feels like it's on a really tight scale. And then from this pivoting point, you can choose whether to go straight through to the house, to a really narrow gap in the hedge, or to squeeze through an even narrower one still, through to a big, long avenue beyond. Really, there is no choice. You've got to go that way. And then from the bottom of that avenue, around onto the main lawn and into these amazing colour-themed beds. Oh, that light up there right now is so beautiful. So it's in all really rich plummy shades. And then look at these crazy liliums. Like, they are at least 2.4 metres tall and as strong as a big wooden stake in the ground. They don't need staking. You could use them as stakes. All up, what you've got are really satisfying spaces, beautifully decorated with plants, and that to me makes for a great garden. But even better, it's in the Marlborough region of New Zealand, very, very famous for its local wines, and it's time to head inside for a glass.